Shut up and sit down.
What's up, YouTube? This is Jeremy from the STS Guys. Happy International Comic Book Day. Just want to take this opportunity to go over 10 of my favorite covers from some of the comics in my collection. This here is the Hulk Special #1, iconic Jim Steranko art, probably one of my favorite Hulk books of all time in terms of the art. It really pops in the colors. Like I said, the iconic, Apollo lifting the earth type of look that the Hulk has in this book it's pretty spectacular. Like I said, I really enjoyed this book. Just in terms of the cover art, the story is okay, but like I said, the cover art's pretty awesome. Next book I have here is in the iconic Silver Surfer #4. This is basically the battle between Thor and the Silver Surfer. This cover is, like I said, been reproduced so many different times. There's posters of it, there's t-shirts of it. It's one of those things where it's really awesome. Like I said, the artwork on it is basically, it pops. So for something that was done, so long ago, to have like such bold colors in regards to the story it tells is really something special. One of my favorite issues of all time, actually. Next book I have here is Spider-Man #50. I said very, very simple colors on this book, on this cover. But like I said, it really tells that story of, Spider-Man just giving up in regards to, hey, I don't want to be Spider-Man anymore. Really iconic first appearance of the Kingpin in this book. It's one of those books where, like I said, not in the best condition, has some chipping around the edge. I just needed to have it as part of my collection, so that's why I ended up actually picking it up. Next book I have here is another one of my favorites. It's kind of setting up Thor Ragnarok when we see Hulk versus Thor actually battle in the arena. This is actually the second time that Hulk and Thor had actually fought. The very first time was actually in Avengers #3. This is actually the first full battle between them. The first battle was a couple pains in Avengers 3 versus this actually carries it out through the entire issue. Super awesome cover on this one too. Next book I have up here is not really a key issue, but just that classic, Kirby artwork on the cover. Like I said, that pose that Thor is in, it's just that very, very basic background, so it's not really busy, so you really get to see the detail in Thor in this cover. Like I said, not necessarily a super valuable book, but it's one of those books, like I said, that just has, like I said, that iconic cover of Thor in that action pose. Next book that I have here is one that everyone should recognize, Spider-Man 129, the first appearance of the Punisher. For as old as this book is, like I said, this book hasn't been cleaned or pressed or anything else like that. Probably one of the brightest copies that I've seen around that I picked up a few years ago. It does have a little bit of a spine roll. I actually ended up needing to get this pressed so that way I can get rid of that spine roll. But like I said, iconic cover of showing the Punisher's first appearance in Spider-Man. Next book I have up here is another book of mine, which is, like I said, one of the very first appearances of Captain America. Not the first appearance, obviously, but this is predates when he went into Tales of Suspense. So this is kind of goes into that appearance with Sergeant Fury, which eventually becomes leader of S.H.I.E.L.D. Iconic cover. Like I said, just bringing that Captain America artwork back into the Marvel Universe. This is the second set of Hulk standalone books. This picks up after Tales to Astonish 101. 102 basically starts the run of Incredible Hulk. Colors on this one are kind of muted. Shape otherwise is actually in pretty good shape. Just that iconic transformation cover, like I said, really kind of sets it apart from some of the other covers that are out there. Next issue we have up is, like I said, not necessarily a super valuable book, but just because we have the Defenders review on our very first podcast. This is actually the original team of the Defenders, which actually had Hulk, Namor, and Doctor Strange as part of the actual Defenders. Really nice cover. Like I said, the colors on this one pop. Like I said, just the mix of those specific characters together kind of really set this apart from some of the other books that I have. Next book that I have here is Tales of Suspense #58, kind of that iconic battle between Iron Man and Captain America. Kind of like harkens back to that scene from Civil War in regards to the battle they have back and forth. Eventually, like I said, this is when Iron Man kind of had his standalone thing in Tales of Suspense, the next issue then kicks off into half the book is about Iron Man, the other half is about Captain America, and sometimes those storylines cross over. Tales of Suspense is one of those series where it actually kind of just brings it all together and really, like I said, gives me that really sense of like, hey, you know what, this is an awesome set of, like I said, books. If you like what you see and you want to see some more, definitely feel free to like this video and subscribe to our channel. We're going to be doing more kind of top 10s, more of our finds in regards to comic books, Funko Pops, different things like that. We invite you to basically be a member of the community here. And like I said, we look forward to hearing from you and what you want to see and hear in future content. So go ahead and leave a comment below. Let us know what you want to see. We'll try to accomplish that and bring you that content. Until next time, this is Jeremy from the SCS Guys, signing out.